Hi, everybody. This is part two of energized handicapping, the ego buster approach to playing the races. And I've been coming on, going live, and then detaching and getting off and doing other things, which I say in my videos is so that you're not compulsive or addictive or just do one thing, which is what I did for 40 years. Uh, just played the horses, was just in the horse racing bubble. Well, I've made a paradigm change and I'm not doing that anymore. Uh, so I was out all day, went to help my friend out and spent 2 or 3 hours with him. And now I'm coming back. I detached for about, I don't know, yeah, about 3 or 4 hours. And you know, I remember when I played for 40 years. Once I sat down to play, I might dance, but I was there for 8 hours. And I don't think that's good. I don't think it's good to just sit there for 8 hours because you become stale. You don't stay sharp. You're not ninja like. And you're playing a game that's like really, really difficult. Almost, in my mind, unattainable. Um, I'm doing it because now I'm at the end. I'm 70 years old and I'm just having enjoyable horse racing experiences. And I thought yesterday was good at Saratoga. Super Saturday at Saratoga. I thought yesterday was really good at Saratoga, but today is just as good. I think. Um, Yesterday showcase day, but shiny Sunday. I think today is really good. I normally pass the first 7 races, 6 races, but when I looked at the card, and all I look at is the the condition of the race and how many horses are in the race. I don't look at anything to do with the racing form. I don't use time form anymore. I'm not concerned about the pace. I don't use trainer stats. I don't use thoroughbred. I don't use magazine seats like Pizzolo value capping. None of that stuff. I did that for 40 years, but no more. So today, I think I'll be able to show you one of the races on how I would do it, um, how I would play, not using horse racing information. Guy says, this guy's fucking crazy. How is he going to do that? I thought it was crazy too, and I couldn't do it for 40 years. But I've been working on this for 10 years to get away from being a compulsive, addicted gambler, and that's why I put in there too. Addiction recovery. We're all addicts to something, right? We all have, major passions, and some of us go way too far. And I went way too far, not, but I'm out of that now. I'm in a nice place. I'm on land now. I don't go fight Mike Tyson on a daily basis. I haven't played in 3 weeks, so I'm excited. I got the red light on in the background because the thought of even possibly playing a race today has gotten me on fire. So I'm on fire now. Meaning that I know I'm going to the prom. Yesterday for me, I didn't play. I knew I wasn't going to play. I wanted to practice, and the results are fantastic. Um, and I think that the same thing could happen today. I think that with the ego buster approach, which is just playing the race. I'm just playing the race. I'll play one or two, maybe three of these races. Um, but I'm just playing the race. I'm not playing pick threes, pick fours, daily, nothing like that. The first thing I'm going to do is watch the shows and find out which races are the most highly uncertain. Like, where do they think the race is impossible? That's where I go. I'm going where, in a contrarian way. I'm not trying to put together pick threes, pick fours, and pick fives and stuff like that. I'm just playing the race. I'm playing one type of bet, the superfecta. I'm hoping that my horse, which is the horse that you dismissed right away, is you know, either first, second, third, or fourth. You know, and like I say, lots of times that he's most likely going to take fourth because he takes fourth, fifth, sixth. He's not a contender. And having, like today, you got the fourth race and it had to 9-horse field. That's good. In the fifth race, it's an 11-horse field. So that's really good. Most horse players don't want, 11-horse, 12-horse fields because the degree of difficulty is very high. And chaos and bumping and stuff like that is very possible because of the fact of the size of the field. It becomes a race that's, you can't just handicap looking at horse racing information. You also have to get lucky. And that's where I come in. I play on the playground of not handicapping, not having an ego, and just, letting the bet make me, so to speak, meaning, maybe Maggie or somebody says something about one of the longest shots on the board that they, somebody says, I can't believe this horse is, 44 to 1. I don't think he's going to win, but I think he's going to be there. And if my subconscious or conscious being, registers that and thought of that, then I connect. Then I get, wowed a little bit. I get, I like that. Again, like, I've been using like Maggie's commentaries, all of them, with in mind that I already know that it's a highly uncertain race. The seventh race is a 9-horse field, 5.5 furlongs. So I like that because the possibility of bumping is good, but 9-horse field, I'm not sure, but it still could be good. So that race is a possibility. So I'll put a crystal clear clarity board for that. I'll probably put a crystal clear clarity board for the fourth race, the fifth race, the seventh, eighth. I don't think the 9th or 10th, and then the 11th. So what I'm seeing is that the early part of the card looks more where the possibility of a long shot coming in is going to happen. At first, I thought it was going to be the latter part of the card, the 9th, 10th, and 11th. But now, after looking at it again, and with all the scratches, like, for example, the 7th race, there was 12, and they scratched it down to 9. And the 8th race was 11, and they scratched it down to 9. So that's a little disappointing because you like it because it's less for you to, to navigate through with your handicapping. I'm not handicapping, so I didn't care. I actually, again, want the most highly uncertain race. So again, I'm really happy that even though I was on fire thinking about these races, already there's a change, a big change. And I'm not handicapping for 8, 5, 6. I mean, this card is hard. I mean, it's at 11 races, and some people play 2 different tracks, which I think is insane. Talking about insane, let's get to our music. Mm-hmm. I remember when I lost my mind. There's something so negative about that place. Even your emotions have a let so much space. When you're out there without care, out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know.
just knew too much. And let me crazy. And let me crazy.
Not possibly, for sure. Being a horse player and being a gambler, you're insane. If you think otherwise, I don't know what to tell you, but gambling is just, I gambled for 40 years. Insane. If I had another go around, I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. The consequences are brutal. Not being with family, not having friends, because you were in the horse racing bubble. So uh, that's why these last years, I want to have um, tremendous reduction of anxiety because I don't handicap anymore. Tremendous, comfort in my being because I'm not going insane. I'm taking away the insanity. And I think that that's only beneficial for you if you do make an investment because if you're sitting out in the bleachers and watching and watching and watching, and then you come out once in a while and make an investment, that's more normal. Force yourself to get out of the horse racing bubble and go to the world bubble and allow surprises to happen, which they will. And then, you'll be liquid, you'll be in the zone, you will be in the zone, meaning that, you'll just have felt sense about things. You'll let bets make you. Um, because you're not totally insane and you're not blind. If anything, you have X-ray vision because you're going after horses that are totally dismissed, but somehow get there. Totally dismissed by you, but then you say, "How did that fucking horse take second? He's 60 to 1? Where did the one come from? The longest shot on the board, and he sneaks up and he's second." That's the game I love. I love the ego buster game. The horses that they don't win, but they're there at big prices. I read is it on them? Jamie Rodriguez is on. It's not Chad Brown. It's Ray Handel. It's the other playground. That's where I'm playing. So I'm going to detach again, relax, and then when I come back, I'll have the odds. Probably won't be coming back till before the fourth race, so that's not for a while, which is good. Because again, you got to attach, and now I leave the horse racing bubble completely and do other things. And yeah, sometimes I'll be thinking about, oh, I wonder which race it will be, little things like that. But that's no big deal. But I'm clean, so when I come back, I'm rip roaring, ready to go. In the sense of preparation. Some of these races I might just practice on. I might practice on all of them. But like the movie says, let it ride. Are you gonna bet? I don't know. Are you gonna bet? I don't know. I'll know through what I hear, what I feel, and whether a bet makes me, and whether there's any opportunities of a wow. Because I'm going in my pocket and taking my money out. I gotta be wowed. I gotta demand being wowed. I gotta demand, just having that feeling. Versus I gotta play another race and gamble, gamble, gamble. All right. So again, as Harvey Pack used to say, may the horse be with you. Talk to you soon.